What's going on, folks? Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna give you 3 foundational tips to improve your overall eating habits for better health and performance. Let's get right into it. So the first tip is to eat more whole, minimally processed foods. So the issue isn't necessarily processed foods in general, it's the hyper processed foods that gives us the issues. So the first thing to think about is just that we get more nutrients from our foods whenever they're whole or minimally processed. So that reduces nutrient deficiencies that can arise from eating hyper processed foods. The next thing is it reduces the amount of stress load on the body. Whenever you're eating highly processed foods, it puts a lot of strain on the body because you have to filter out all the chemicals and the fillers that are put inside of those foods. So that reduces your ability to be able to take on more at work or more in training or just in life in general. The next thing is it improves your overall immune function. So improving your overall immune function allows you to have less sick days, helps you bounce back from sickness a lot faster, so you don't miss work as often or much work at all, and also less training sessions you miss, and then also other events that may pop up. So what this looks like is eating more fruits, vegetables, fresh meats, healthy fats, and making better food choices when you're eating out and snacking. So the second tip is to eat a balanced meal. And this could look different for everybody, but this is just a base. So what you want to think about with this balanced meal is to have a source of protein, fats, carbs, and vegetables with every single meal. So you can vary the ratio of the carbohydrates with every meal because you don't necessarily need those with every meal, but it gives you a good foundation to start from because you know you're hitting all of those groups with every single meal that you eat. Now, you can think about maybe if you want to utilize the carbohydrates a little bit better, you can have those post-workout or maybe before your workout training session instead of having them earlier in the day or later in the day. And that's more of an advanced strategy, but it's something that you can think about as you move forward with that. And the third tip is to eat 3 meals per day. Third, 3. So 3 meals is the magic number. I know you hear it very often, but the reason for this is it allows you to have more of a rhythm throughout your day, which is really good for the digestive system. And then it also can prevent you from overeating or undereating. So if you have only 2 meals per day, you can end up undereating based off of whatever your activity level is for that day. Or you can overeat because you're trying to compensate for missing that 1 meal. Or you just snack throughout the day a little bit more often because you missed one of your meals. So then you end up overeating. So it's a great way to keep track of how much you're eating throughout the day. And then the other thing is it makes planning easier. So you can plan around your meals that you eat. And then finally, it allows you to track and measure things more easily and subjectively. So let's just say if you know throughout that day you feel a little bit more full, you can go and you could add more to each meal throughout the day. Or you could take away from those meals if you were feeling a little more full than you would have liked. So it's easy to track and measure things based off of having 3 meals per day. And you can add and subtract from those meals a lot easier than if you were eating 2 meals per day or you didn't have an idea of how much you were eating from day to day. So by prioritizing whole minimally processed foods, having a balanced meal with every meal, and eating on a consistent schedule throughout the day, you'll allow yourself to lay a solid foundation to work from for better overall health and performance. Well, as always, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.